Hey guys, I just wanted to throw out a really quick vlog before we break out of here after finals to give you some feedback and some ideas of what we've kind of met formally and informally, and give you an idea of what at least what I'm kind of thinking about. First of all, it looks like for international travel, there's definitely a trip that we could put together with London, Paris, Rome, and we could add a Barcelona extension onto that for the Spanish classes that I think a lot of us could participate in and get some good numbers on. Those trips, we would probably run those late May, early June 2014. And then the suggestion that kind of went around, I thought was a good idea, was do it 2014, 2016, 2018. And in those interim years, 2015 for example, maybe do something like India or Asia or South America or something like that. That would be a very interesting trip. Those trips were usually run about $3,000. And there's usually a 1-to-6 chaperone ratio where the chaperone's paid for every 6 student. So that's kind of gives you an idea of the numbers, etc. The immersion trips, like the French trip, I think we should just leave those to the departments to plan and organize. I think it would be too complicated to try to bring all those together. The domestic travel, I think we had some real success with too. Definitely New York City looks like a definite destination for a lot of folks. I've actually looked at the dates in fall of 2013, and Columbus Day weekend in October looks fantastic. Granted, we have a teacher work down at Tuesday, and they don't like us taking those days, but I've emailed Craig Bennett to see if we can get a bye week in football. That'd be fantastic, because we could leave on Thursday, come back on Monday night, leave on Friday, come back on Tuesday, but something like that. We could have trips, in that trip, we could have split itineraries, so some museum focus, others could be, the performing arts focus. Those usually run about $1,500. They have a chaperone ratio of 1 to 8. The company that I use, and we can use any company y'all choose, but the company I use, World Strides, they actually give the chaperones a $20 a day stipend. So everything's covered, plus even like your incidental expenses. Now, as far as like my trip to Washington, the orchestra cruise, things like that, I think we should just leave those to the individual programs to kind of put together and put out there. But I definitely think that New York program would have a lot of value. I think we could get a real good participation. And I think the New York trip could possibly be an annual trip, because it's a little less expensive. And I think there'd be a high participation rate in that. We could look into this. So just that's kind of what, in summary of everything I've met with you guys and talked to everybody about, that kind of seems to be the consensus. Please feedback. Please bring me feedback. I'd like to try to look at us rolling these out if everybody agrees that this is kind of the plan we want to do. Or that those who'd like to participate, I'd like to possibly roll out these trips in mid to late January, so students have a long time to pay down the payments and have small payments. And so maybe get together the first week, or maybe even just do an email discussion or something. Also a reminder, Mr. Folk has a trip this summer, 2013 in June, and he's looking for some students to participate. So if you can kind of maybe spread the word about that and help Mr. Folk pick up a couple more students, that'd really help him. Anyway, you guys have a great holiday. I appreciate you guys participating in the discussion. And again, none of this is like required at all. It's just an idea that we want to try to work a little smarter, not harder. But you have a good holiday. I'll see you guys after break.